Hello and welcome to the Total Security Platform. Differentiate your MSP with security first services, sponsored by Todyl. I'm your host, Kenna Johnson from the Channel Company. Today, we're going to discuss how the Total Security Platform is helping partners connect and protect their clients in the evolving security landscape. Today, we have Darren Swan, Channel Chief from Todyl. He's joined by their partners, Daniel Johnson, CEO at Machine Logic, along with Nathan Taylor, CTO at Machine Logic. Welcome, Darren, Daniel, and Nathan. So glad to have you all here with me today.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Let's start with our first segment, the challenges of the evolving security landscape. We'll go to Darren for this one. What is the current security landscape and how has it evolved?
Great question. Really, there's really no question about it, right? The world has changed. I think partners and their clients are recognizing the risk and consequences threat actors pose to their business. And as we talked a lot of MSPs, they have a firsthand experience or close peers who have experienced the devastation a security event can have on their business. And this is really kind of combined with that shift from work from everywhere in the world that we're all operating in. It's increased the sophisticated threat actors to increase targeting actual MSPs as a direct target, which has accelerated the need for businesses of all shapes and sizes to elevate their security. And I think everyone can agree historically there's always been an unspoken expectation for security from the customer, whether it was delivered as a security package or not. But now they just assume and expect it. So really now more than ever, the game has changed and it's no longer optional. And we see every single day, more and more partners are shifting their business model from just a pure IT services where maybe they sprinkle security on top to now becoming a security first, security focus at the beginning that also happens to provide IT services. And, really believe Todyl is unique, in this scenario where we've unified networking and security into a single platform to help that partner begin and, that journey of becoming a security first IT service provider. This is a huge differentiator for Todyl partners in a channel where there is a tool for everything.
Daniel, what challenges do you and your clients face at Machine Logic?
Well, like a lot of managed service providers, we have to deliver our services in a secure manner to our clients. Our clients, just like Darren was mentioning, our clients have expectations that we'll be able to help them protect their business, respond when there is a security event. And those needs and those expectations have evolved. It used to be that you could put in some basic solutions to protect a single location or a host of locations. But now with employees working from home or from remote locations, that has become a new challenge. And many service providers are being tasked with solving that challenge for their customers. Many customers are at the very beginning of their security journey. They're transitioning from kind of simple products into a more of a deeper security engagement because they recognize the threats that are out there. And it's up to those MSPs to not only deliver that solution, but also to make sure that their operations are secure as well.
Nathan, there are an overwhelming number of security products out there. How do you determine what your clients need?
Yeah, I think a lot of this was driven for us in the last couple of years of some of these supply chain attacks and some of the timing of these attacks. We're seeing attacks launched against MSPs and their customers on holiday weekends. And we're not staffed 24/7 for monitoring that stuff. And with staffing shortages and the price of labor, it's tough to build up a team that's monitoring all this. And so we started looking for a 24/7 SOC. And there's a million products out there, and a lot of them are just we'll pull in logs from your firewall and your Active Directory, and that's their claim to fame, is they're going to look at logs for you. And that wasn't what we were looking for. It's a new world. I need identity. I need I've got endpoints all over the place. I need a broader answer to the security equation. And of course, we've worked with traditional security vendors, from antivirus providers to other products, and kind of we realized early on that they all have little bits and pieces of data that we need together. And so for us, we decided that the less products, the better, and really started looking at who had a really good story that covered all of the solutions we need covered, from antivirus to SOC to some identity, insights and the whole 9 yards, and the networking side. And Todyl came up on our list, and we were really impressed with the breadth of their products. So, it's just a matter of really kind of figuring out what tools you need to cover. But I think there's another piece that's kind of coming up here, which is each one of these tools also represents a supply chain vector. And so for us, we also really like that they're all under one hood. There's one vendor to vet, and that's a lot, that reduces some of our exposure and our client exposure as well.
That leads us to segment 2, choosing the right security platform. What approach do you take to vet security products, Nathan?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of things you've got to factor in. There's the company behind the products. There's the the track record of the products. And it's one of the things we liked about Todyl is they're leveraging some industry best in class tools, and then they're building some of the pieces that really add a lot of value on top of that. And that's important. I don't need somebody reinventing the antivirus wheel. That wheel's been perfected. We can handle that, but it's the various pieces that really add the value on the top. And I think that's Todyl's value, is that they've taken a couple key tools and then built some layers that other people don't have and put it all together. So when we're vetting those security products, it's a lot of understanding what the problems they're solving and kind of questioning how they're approaching that problem. And we like the way Todyl approached that problem pragmatically, but also with some really cool innovation.
Daniel, how did that journey lead you to Todyl?
Yeah, it's a great question. I mean, we, to kind of tie into what Nathan was saying, we've been looking for not only a security platform, but also a security partner where we have an ongoing engagement, where we can really deliver some good security outcomes for our clients and for ourselves. But one of the requirements that we had was really to look at a platform and an engagement that encompassed a modern architecture that included the cloud, included remote work, included some components that allows us to architect more of a customized solution for our clients. And that really led us to Todyl. I mean, the breadth of the product really gives us the flexibility to meet the needs of a number of different types of clients and different types of technical scenarios and security scenarios. So it's been good to learn more about their platform. And as we start to deploy it, it's been a great solution for us.
Nathan, what process did you use to vet Todyl?
It's becoming a bigger thing for us MSPs these days, because like I said earlier, each vendor is now a supply chain attack. So we have to be careful, and we're learning, we're growing in this process of vetting vendors. So for us, part of it was meeting the people. We had the opportunity to meet Darren and the rest of the team at Todyl, just understand where they were coming from. We like to evaluate their capital structure and their growth plans. With all of the mergers and acquisitions, there's always a fear of I'm gonna tie my ship to the wrong train, and all of a sudden I'm messing up my examples there. But you know what I mean? Find a vendor who's going to be not the same thing in a year, and it's clear that they've got a really good plan. We also asked for some details about what they're doing to secure themselves, and how they're taking care of their own security on the back end. And then we also did a proof of concept. That's big for us, is I want to understand what the product looks like, get to know the people, what does it look like in real life, and test it out, kick the tires, and really vet it. And we vetted it internally on our own systems and really liked it, and then moved on to starting to deploy it to customer scenarios. And so I think it's kind of a journey. It's a relationship, like Dan said. We're not just looking for a set of products. That's the advantage with Todyl, is there's actually a relationship with that company and their team, and that's hard to find in our industry these days.
That leads us to segment 3. Why is Todyl the solution? Nathan, why did you choose Todyl, and what are the benefits for your clients?
Yeah, I think the biggest win is the end-to-end coverage. We've moved from a world of prevention to detection and response. Hopefully we're preventing as much as possible, and that's what a good security product helps do. But somebody's going to get in at some point. They're going to get into an account, or that's part of the world we have to live in, is detecting those breaches and responding quickly. And having the breadth of data is key. Do you have your data from Azure AD, from on-premise AD, from your networking, from DNS, from the endpoint, from the antivirus, from the logging? There's so many data points. And for many people, that's 4 or 5 different vendors. So getting all that data together and making it actionable is just hard. And Todyl has all that in one. And so we can really customize it to fit the customer's needs. If they need the SASE capabilities, that's kind of an additional bonus on top of the security side. If we get that additional ability to give them that flexibility, and we can really customize something that fits their needs. And I'm confident that if we do have an incident that we have to address, that they've got the data points to help us catch it quickly, resolve it, and move towards towards the next steps of building out that incident response and really moving that customer back to a place of being productive and hopefully, avoiding a breach, that needs to be reported. That's the goal, is to have as much data, act on it quickly, know that there's somebody with great SLAs that's going to respond to stuff even when I'm sleeping, and know that we're ahead of that challenge, because those guys don't sleep, those threat actors. This is what they do. So,
Darren, what makes Total stand out from the competition?
We've done something special here, right? So we've unified enterprise leading capabilities and brought it to the channel for the first time, right? These are technologies. These are, what the governments have been using, the largest enterprises in the world have been using, and these methods and approaches, and now making it easily accessible to everybody and faster rollout. The whole goal here is to ensure every client, every shape, every size, every vertical always has confidence, peace of mind that they stay connected and stay protected anywhere and everywhere they go, inside and outside the office. And what we've done here is we've integrated some key security and networking capabilities into this single agent approach. So the partners are able to be much more efficient, much more effective in a unified manner in a cloud first method, all with, importantly, a single agent. So all this is just with one singular agent that you can mix and match what you need based off the risk profile of the client. So using Total as their foundation, for the security practice, they can differentiate, their business from others. But also we know that partners that are leading with a security first approach to market and then providing IT are winning more. That's what customers want to hear, right? They want to hear, the effectiveness of the security program. And that's one of the things that we can help the partner do as well, is demonstrate the security protections and controls that are in place are actually doing the preventions that the customer typically doesn't know about, right? So we can demonstrate those things. So in addition to our SASE platform, our secure access service edge that provides a global zero trust network, cloud-based firewall, VPN always on, URL content filtering, and a whole bunch of other things, we've packaged in a lot of more things, right? So some of the things that Nathan and Daniel were referencing is the enterprise SIEM, right? This is complete observability. This is very unique. We've created ingestions for all of those, third-party IT service tools, the tools that MSP use every single day into the platform, as well as firewalls and third-party SaaS systems, 365. So all this is about getting absolute, complete observability of what's happening in your client's environment. We've also integrated Next-Gen AV to help prevent attacks, to help stop attacks, to help accelerate detection, and to help MSPs respond faster. Total also includes managed extended detection and response service that goes far beyond traditional MDR, helping strengthen security postures while also providing a 24/7 SOC team for triage, investigations, stopping attacks, also helping remediate threats while raising and extending the skill set of our partners. Lastly, we include governance, risk, and compliance module to determine what regulatory items are falling in scope for a client, plus also one-click compliance reports for things like NIST, CMMC, HIPAA, and PCI, and others. Remember, this is all delivered through a cloud-first single agent platform.
How does a Total security platform help differentiate Machine Logic? And we'll go to Daniel for this one.
Yeah, it's a great question. Some of our core tenets at Machine Logic is simplification and innovation. And Total really fits the bill on both of those. It allows us to have a broad security ecosystem that we can deliver to a client that can solve a number of problems, helps us consolidate how many vendors and how many tools that we're providing and having to manage. But it really gives us that single source of truth. So we have a single place where we can go to do things like threat hunting, incident response, remediation, reporting, compliance. It's hard to get individual point products to integrate together. And that can be costly, especially for a small partner who's just trying to keep their customer up and running and secure the best they can. So having a broad platform where everything is integrated from the get-go and gives us kind of that single pane of glass, that single source of truth, really enables our team to deliver way better security outcomes for our clients.
Darren, where can we learn more information?
Partners can learn more at todyl.com. That's TODYL.com. And we welcome every partner, every shape, every size, every experience level. Our goal is to elevate your networking and security game to help protect every business shape or size or vertical so we can win together. You can also book time with us to see a demo and see our product in action and actually trial it yourself.
Darren, Daniel, and Nathan, thank you so much for joining me today. And thank you for watching at home. For the Channel Company, I'm Kenna Johnson.